Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and welcome to another episode of my V8 Supercar Mastery Series. This is the Week 3 practice problems at Road America. And this particular video is going to be something special because this is the very first time that I'm returning to a track that I've already previously run in the V8 Supercar. And up to this point, as you guys know, if you've been following the series, every track that I've run now, I've done a practice problems video and then a race video where I can see sort of the progression. Here's what problems I'm having, and by the end of the week, hopefully I've made some progression and I've hopefully solved some of those problems. Well, this video is going to be a little bit different because of the fact that I've already raced this track once before, and I'm not saying that I don't have problems with the track, because I certainly still have problems with the track, and there's plenty of opportunities for me to find time. But what I thought would be interesting to do is take a look at the track as it is now, as here's my second go at Road America, and to kind of look at where the issues that I had and so the improvement. Exactly what my whole goal with this whole V8 Supercar Mastery Series is, to show my progression. And so the one thing that I noticed right off the bat is that I'm way more confident now driving the V8 Supercar. And I know it's only been, we had 6 official weeks last season, and then here we are, 3 weeks, so we're 9 weeks of experience. But what I can say is that I'm feeling a lot more comfortable in this car, and I'm feeling a lot more confident in the car, and a lot of it has to do with the fact is it's just not only time into the car, but it has to do with setups as well. And so the tail end of last season, I joined the GRA Sim League, and because of guys like Tony Klusserman and Glenn is the other guy, I don't remember his last name off the top of my head, but those guys are really good about posting their setups on the league forum. And so I've been able to have really solid setups, and that has totally just boosted my confidence when it comes to driving this car. And last season I didn't have a setup for this track. I just kind of had to wing it. And I think that led to, some of the problems I was having. And so just going from last season and from this race last season to this race this season, the confidence is a lot higher. Like, I had a pretty good race on Tuesday, and then the league race, and then I just finished not too long ago the first of the V8 America Series runs, and I had a really good showing in that race, even though there was a little bit of an incident going into the back half of the track. A couple cars got off and I got rolled up. Nothing catastrophic, but it sure as heck was a race of adversity, kind of like last last week's video. But the other thing is that in the video that what I mentioned in the last season's video at Road America was that I had GT3 muscle memory sort of stuck, in my mind, my brain, and my muscles, and that was coming out in my braking points because I spent so long trying to get fast with the roof and on this track, and I did a good job of becoming fast on this track. Well, relatively fast, I guess. But I was chasing aliens. I was probably only a couple seconds behind the aliens, which is pretty good for me. I usually am a couple of seconds behind pace. So that's why I sort of strive to be like 2 to 3 seconds behind pace. So anyways, like I said in that video, and I'll say it again now, is that that's what I noticed. My biggest problem was that I just had that muscle memory stuck, and I had a hard time disconnecting the GT3 style from the V8 Supercar style, and that made itself plainly obvious when I almost T-boned somebody coming into this corner right here. When I think I broke at the 3, and I just went flying and almost killed someone. But this season, I found a flow, and I found a rhythm, and I just feel the car. Like, I just feel that I'm way more comfortable with the car. And so that's where the biggest change has been. And I've run fairly fast times. Like, I've seen guys there in the 209s, and right now I'm running in the mid to low 212s. Every now and again I'll catch a high 211, and that gets me totally jazzed. Sometimes I'll hit like a 213 because, like I said, I'm pretty inconsistent all around. But that lap you just saw was my fastest lap to date. That's a 211.4. And I was like, whoa, when I recorded this, I was just like, oh, what? That's awesome. Let's do more of those. But they're a rarity for me. 211s are a rarity. I can do it, but I just don't have the consistency yet. I'm feeling more confident for sure. I think that my consistency is going to continue to improve throughout the season, but it's one of those things that right now it's kind of tough just because I don't practice as much as I want to. The other thing though is the first 2 weeks there are tracks that I haven't run before, and so getting back to a track that I've run before, such as this, and some of the other tracks that I've run already once before, I think I'll be able to find more consistency in those tracks just because I've run them before, and that's pretty much the nature of the beast when it comes to racing. It's just familiarity with the track, with the car, with the situation, with your opponents. And so just to kind of wrap it up in a nice little bow here, I'm pretty excited to continue to race this week. I'm looking forward to a really good race tomorrow and Friday, or today if you're watching this, and on Sunday as well for the strength of field race against the Australians. So we got 2 more opportunities to race and improve my position and just having fun. I love this track. This is, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is one of my favorite tracks. And now that I'm really comfortable in the V8 Supercar, it's become like more of a favorite of mine. I'm like beyond myself. I can't barely speak. So anyways, I'm going to cut it off here. Keep this nice and short because there's really no need to drag it out. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.